I begin by acknowledging the traditional custodians of the land and pay my respects to their elders, past and present. I extend that respect to Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples. Today is the day 41 of the Grand Australian Ride. Today I rode from Bundaberg East to Brisbane. The ride date is 9th of June 2022. The time it took me was 7 hours and 20 minutes. Today was a warm and dry day. Warm as in it wasn't cold at least. The distance I covered was 378 kilometers. The terrain was a mix, a bit of sugar farms and then moving on to some national parks. And the road was mainly straight. Took 2 fuel stops, one at a place called Isis River, and the other one was when I reached Brisbane. And I obviously stopped for lunch as well at a ginger biscuit factory along the way. Good morning. Today is 9th of June and it's 41 day of the Grand Australian Ride. So I can't believe I've already done the ride for 40 days. It's quite a benchmark. I have already, yesterday I crossed 15,000 kilometers on the odometer. But when I started, the odometer was already 1857 kilometers when I started. So obviously not exactly 15,000 covered yet. But yeah, that was it. Now yesterday I'm currently in Bundaberg, to be precise Bundaberg East. I arrived over here from Rockhampton yesterday. Also people call it Rocky. Now when you come over here, you would know that Bundaberg rum is referred to as Bundy everywhere around the world. But over here everything is called Bundy. Now I was walking past a bicycle shop and it says Bundy Bicycle Shop. So because it's Bundaberg. Now yeah, so I arrived here yesterday. I came here around 1:30. I went for the distillery tour. After that I went next door to grab something to eat. And yeah, so called it a day much early. I wanted to rest. Today I have started late. It's 8:30 right now and I'm planning to leave latest by 9 o'clock. It's getting a bit cold, so I tried to what I'm trying to do is delay my start of the day. Yesterday I started very early and it was like very cold, so I thought there's no point rushing. I might as well start around 9. I've got around 370 kilometers roughly to cover today, and I will comfortably get to my destination today if I start at 9. So yeah, that's the plan. It's a nice sunny day, clear day, which is fantastic, and I'm looking forward to the ride, and I'm hoping it won't be too cold, which I think I should be just fine. And I'll for breakfast I've got coffee and bhakri, same as I had yesterday. This is my last lot of bhakri now. Tomorrow I'll try and get something to eat from outside, and the day after, and then I'm in Sydney. So yeah, Sydney is where my family, my sister lives, so we would be there would be like a get together there. But anyways, I'll see you on the road. For now, Om Ganpataya Namah, Shri Ajashakti Mata ki jai, Krishna Kanhaiya Lal ki jai, Har Har Mahadev Har. So this is where I was staying, this cabin, number 48. That's a different building. The cabin is self-sustained. It's got the ensuite and everything in it, not a separate one. Okay, where do I keep it? Yeah. I just need to drop the keys and then we can get going. As you can see on both sides, this place is a combination of caravan park and cabins as well. Like these are caravans on my other end, and then here you can see cabins. So if you come with your own caravan, you can park it here. You get connection to drainage. That's a camp kitchen on the left. It's got laundry facilities and everything. I didn't realize this, otherwise I could have used the laundry. Anyways, so there we are. There is a pool in front of me, swimming pool, just there. Now, look at that vacuum. So that's, sorry, not vacuum. Yeah, it's a lawnmower. I'll scan this so it will open up, and then we'll go and drop the keys. I have to park somewhere over here. So that is the swimming pool. The best part is it's got direct sunlight hitting on it, but don't have time to enjoy all of those facilities as we have to get going now. I'll just show. Hello, good morning. I'll just show where to drop the keys. Oh, the office is open. I thought it was closed. Okay. Anyways, here we go. Hello. Thank you very much. Yeah, perfect. Thank you. Have a nice day. They're carrying a car behind a caravan. Okay. Alright. We are good to go. That's the park. Okay. Yep. Yesterday there's Hungry Jacks just down there. They have vegetarian stuff. KFC don't do vegetarian. So I just walked over here. Yesterday when I was coming around here to get something to eat, I found a sign and it said Bundaberg barrel. So I was like, I just checked online to see that there was like a barrel, a huge semicircle cut barrel, and apparently it's right here. This is the barrel. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I thought there was more to it, but yeah, I think this is built by Bundaberg, what do you call, ginger beer. So yeah, the ginger beer guys are the ones who are managing this place, and there is a building right next to it. So like we did the tour of the distillery yesterday, this is yeah, there you go, the ginger beer guys. So from the same place as well, just as popular. I thought it was the same company. Bundaberg rum and Bundaberg beer, I thought they were the same company, but apparently not. They are different, though they share the name and they are from the same same city. I think this is the brewery. They call it brewery. This is the bottling plant on the left hand side. I think the pollen level over here is high because I could feel a little bit uneasiness in the morning. So if you're from Melbourne and you are taking the Telfast or something like that, It starts from here. Bundy has pollen as well. Bundy has pollen as well, so make sure to carry. Alright, so, and people who are seeing it from India, they are not aware about this. Believe me, you want to carry it as well, because most Asians are affected by this pollen beyond a certain age. Nice big city. Talks a lot about sugarcane everywhere. You know, even the street art has sugarcane in it. The time is 9 o'clock. These railway tracks you see on the left, it's not for normal railways, it's for cane railway. As you can see, the buggies for sugarcane. When I was at the museum, they were doing the tour yesterday. They said that sugarcane is grown for 6 months of the year, so they get constant harvest for 6 months, and then the next 6 months the supply runs out. So what they were trying to do was they stock up for brewing for the next 6 months. So for 6 months they get fresh, and the next 6 months is from they use from the stock to brew the rum. But interestingly, what it means is that's the reason why I constantly see sugarcane, but I don't see any other plants. Say, like wheat, for example. When I started from Melbourne, it was a whole lot of wheat belt, but I couldn't see anything because yeah, it was not the wheat season. Anyways, this is the ring road of Bundaberg. It's a pretty big city. I think Bundaberg is just a suburb. All kinds of farms over here. There was macadamia, there was chili. I think I could see watermelon a little earlier as well. So it's a combination of fruits, vegetables, everything, you know. This area is full of farms, like small farms as well. Sugarcane is obviously done on a much grander scale over here. But apart from them, that there are many other farming activities. I have not seen this farm markets. When I've been traveling around Australia, this is the first time I have come across. I'm pretty sure there would be other places like this, but I have personally come across such a avocado. They are even growing avocado around here. Not from the sign, but I know because I've seen other. See on the left there's another one. So I've never seen such a complex combination of different products being grown at the same place. Like in this belt I can see practically all kinds of products along the sugarcane thing, you know. Something else over here. This goes on. That's what you see on your left. That is basically water. They have basically built a wall of mud and filled up water over there. Bundaberg must have very good water resource and very good soil. Lady at the tour was saying that the soil over here is red volcanic. Now, as far as my understanding goes, red volcanic soil is actually very good for farming. And also, when the rum is made, they one of the residual is called downer, like down under, downer. It's basically after the distillation happens, whatever is remaining, now that
they sell it to the farmers because they love it. It's very good fertilizer, natural fertilizer. So yeah, they get all kinds of things over here. So I'm guessing that's helping them get good results over here. Different bird, or maybe it's for emu, I'm not sure. That means that there must be emus around here. Emus are practically found almost all over Australia. I've had emu encounter that I've captured on camera. Two locations. One was in Western Australia around Perth, Ravensthorpe, when I was going to the Wave Rock. But at that time I couldn't capture it properly, but the emu was running along me on the road. Second time I captured emu was when I was going to Normanton from Mount Isa. Sorry, I think the other way around. No, I was actually going to Normanton, and I came across a mob of emu, which I could capture it properly. But around the border of Northern Territory and Western Australia, on the top I've seen it, on the bottom I've seen it. Now seeing signs of over here. If you're in Australia and if you see a sign of something, believe it, there would be a lot of it. It's just the question of if you come across it or not, because it's such a vast area, that often you don't come across it because of the scale. But otherwise, they are there. There are plenty of them. We are, I think, around Childers, and we are finally joining on to the Bruce Highway or the A1. So, as I had mentioned yesterday, okay, so we have finally joined into the A1 or the Bruce Highway. Behind me is Childers. Now A1 goes straight, and then Bundaberg is on the side, so to go to Bundaberg you have to go like that and then again join back again. So from Gin we had gone to Bundaberg, and from Bundaberg we have come back to Childers, and from Childers we are continuing our journey towards Brisbane. So already ridden about I don't know, 60-70 k's just to get back on the highway. So I'm guessing Brisbane should be about 300 k's from here now. Obviously we'll see the sign soon. But a very nice place over here. A lot of sugarcane. Still I can see sugarcane everywhere. I think I saw a lot of avocado plantations as well. I'm not sure because I couldn't recognize the tree, but I saw signage of different brands, and then it says avocado, so I'm guessing there must be avocado plantations around here. There is winery as well. As you can see on my left, there is winery. So it's a pretty nice region. It's like they say when I got here, and actually in Rockhampton they say not so hot, not so cold. That's Rockhampton for you. Over here gets a little chilly, but still not so hot, not so cold. But I think as we move south, things will start changing. When you look at the compass on the bike, it says northeast. As for the compass, it's northeast, but it's because the roads are windy and we are going like that. But overall the direction we are riding on is south and southeast. I arrived here for fuel. I didn't fill up when I started because I had some, so I thought I'll fill it up on the way. Over here, petrol around this region, the whole of East Coast, fuel stations is not a problem. You find them every certain distance. The rate over here is 199.9.
just shy of 1 cent from $2 per liter. That's pretty high considering where I am, but I guess the prices must be high nowadays for whatever reason that's happening around the world. Okay, so I have got 11.97 liters. That's nearly 12 liters in the tank now. The cost is 199.9 cents per liter, and total amount comes to 23.93, which is nearly $24. I'm just going to pay for the fuel, and then there's something interesting next door, so we'll just check that out. There's some ponies over there, so let's see if we can check it out. Let's fill up the fuel. Just a quick interesting note. This place is called Isis River. Isis as in ISIS. You know what I mean. So since that group in the Middle East started using the name and giving a bad name to the word ISIS, these people must be getting nervous, because they have been called ISIS for, I don't know, forever. Just somewhere around here. Look at that. Can't enter into the farm. There's electric fence. Look at the ponies, the midgets. So many little ones over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. The fourth one is lying down. The 3 on the other side. Must be like a pony stud farm or something. And next door they're selling fruits and stuff. A pretty nice place, nice weather.
Now we are entering Fraser Coast. Fraser, so that's where, near Sunshine Coast, Fraser Islands, all nearby stuff. So this region is Fraser Coast. Bundaberg was, I think, Bundaberg Coast, I think. And this coast is known for whales. Bundaberg is known for tortoise. Even there are 2 things you'll see in the signs of Bundaberg. One is tortoise and the other one is sugar. So yeah, so Bundaberg, and now we are entering Fraser Coast. I didn't know that this area was called Fraser Coast. Yeah, you see, you learn so much when you travel around. We will have between Bundaberg, like between Childer, where I joined into A1 or Bruce Highway, between that and Brisbane, there is Sunshine Coast. Sunshine Coast is like Cairns. It's very popular tourist spot, tourist town, and yeah, so I think there is Fraser Island is close to Sunshine Coast, most likely. Yeah, and very popular for tourism. But I didn't know that it was this. It can be a bit chilly. I have come to Brisbane and Gold Coast a couple of times, but both the time it wasn't that cold. But maybe it was during summer or some other time that I would have come. But now I can see that Cairns is a different world compared to any place in Australia. I think I'll rate Cairns up high. One of the best places to visit. Possibly Broome as well. Broome is also nice. It's very hot there. I haven't unfortunately been able to go. I didn't have the time to go and see Broome, the town. But anyways, I will be coming back to Broome because this place is, there is so much to see that you can come back and visit. But I'm just excited of the fact that I have managed to ride all the way up to this point so far, and hoping to finish the trip on time. Like I said, 50 days, that's what I'm aiming for. But just one little note over here, That 50 days includes 2 days of ride in Tasmania, 1 day of returning back to Melbourne. So if you are talking about the loop, the whole loop will be finished in 47 days. So in 47 days, I will be back in Melbourne. But when I return to Melbourne, I will be going straight to Port Melbourne, where I will be loading the bike onto Spirit of Tasmania, because I'm headed straight for Tasmania, and then to Tasmania and come back. Fraser Island. That's 1.3 kilometers left from here. So, you know, I had mentioned Fraser Island earlier. That's just from here on the left hand side. I'm obviously not going there today, but that's one of the places that I would like to visit when in Australia in future. It's an interesting place. I think it's a pretty large island, and it's all off-road or something. So if you are into off-road, Fraser Island, I'm pretty sure would be on your list. Very close to Sunshine Coast, so people when visiting Sunshine Coast visit Fraser Island as well. So it's left from here, Harvey Bay and all of that. So these are all big names that you would have heard. Harvey Bay, Fraser Island. There's some place called Burrum Heads as well. I think there was a river behind me. I think it's the Burrum River or something. Now Brisbane is only like about 285 kilometers or something. Yeah, 285 from here. So we're not really that far from Brisbane. It's 10:30 now, so it's kind of been like 1.5 hours since I left this morning. I will probably, we are still on Pacific Coast Way, so that's still ongoing. There is a franchise called Oliver's. They do some really good vegetarian food. So if I saw the signage somewhere, so if I see it, I'll probably stop there for a cup of coffee or something. I've already got, Musty is fine, she's full. She's got a fuel now, but I'll need to fuel up a little bit. Yeah, apart from that, the road looks good now. As you can see, a lot of traffic, but at least the road is nice and flat. Right, I'm back on A1. Now Brisbane is another 250 k's, and you can see a traffic jam over here. Traffic jam, unbelievable. Look at that. It's a parking lot. I don't know what to say. Biggest traffic jams I've seen so far is in biggest traffic blockades I've seen so far is in Queensland, mostly due to roadworks, and I'm pretty sure there is roadworks ahead. So let's look around. Sugarcane, still a lot of sugarcane. Let's see what's it. Earlier there was a traffic blockade because of an accident. This time, let's see what's going on. All this traffic blockade because they are working on this thing right there. Small patch, and another patch over here. That's it. Because of these two patches, all the traffic is blocked. Look at the traffic jam. Now this is A1, National Highway 1. and we are not about 250 kilometers from Brisbane, which is supposedly the most populated, amongst the most populated patch in Australia. There's the trivia questions, the one they have around here in Queensland, on the road signs on the side. Says what made Gympie, because we are headed towards Gympie, what made Gympie famous was the question. Now we got the answer over here, I believe. Yeah, in 1867 gold was discovered at Gympie. So yeah, that was the answer written on the board. There you go. It's I really think that's a fantastic idea that they've done over here, with the trivia questions on the highway. Never seen anything like that before. Now looks like we are entering another region. We are entering the welcome to the Sunshine Coast tourist region. So like I had mentioned, Fraser Island, which went past earlier, and it was the Fraser Coast region. Now this is Sunshine Coast region. What it means is there would be, as we go further down, there would be a way to go to Sunshine Coast. You need to turn left, I guess. So it will come along the way. There is some fire over there, a bit further on the left. Another question. Coldest town in Queensland. That was the question there. Now let's see what the answer is. It should be coming soon. Look at the views. It is getting a little chillier. The region is obviously changing. Yeah, there it is. Answer. Stenthorpe. Stenthorpe is the town. The coldest town in Queensland, Stenthorpe. I think every state should adopt this trivia question concept, because it does alert you. Keep playing. Alright, anyways, I'll keep playing with the trivia questions while I ride, and I'll update once something interesting comes along. Oh, interesting. It's a nice place. Look at that. That is a nice rest stop actually. I have to say, Queensland has some of the best rest stops in Australia for sure. Look at that. Much nicer. We have arrived in Gympie. Gympie. I don't know. Gympie, Jimmy. Look at that. Gympie. So I don't know how would you call that, but we have arrived there anyway. So it's from here. Brisbane is not very far. It's like a country town around here, and yeah, maybe I was thinking, but it's a pretty big country town en route. So I was thinking maybe I'll probably take a break afterwards. There are definitely more big towns in Queensland than anywhere in Australia, I can say that for sure. Melbourne, like Victoria, doesn't have that many big towns. Even same with Perth, same with Western Australia. It's a very big state, the biggest state, still not as many as this state, and particularly the East Coast. They say most of Australia lives in the east coast, and you can see why and how. Since we reached Cairns, there has been traffic on the road. It's a lot of populated areas, a lot of things to see. Everything kind of changed. This truck smells like poo, and I'm stuck behind it. Oh God. Whew. Please go away, truck. Such a relief. That truck smelled so bad. I don't know what it was carrying. It smelled very bad, like bad poo or something really worse. Finally it's gone. So with riding, one thing is it's good and bad. Like in this situation it was bad to face that smell, but for example, if I'm riding in, like there are a lot of eucalyptus trees, I can actually smell the tree and the soil and everything. It's such a nice experience. But then you can also come across a poo truck in front of you and it smells horrible. Oh God. So yeah, still in Gympie. There was a sign just behind me. It states end of A1, start of M1. So A1 doesn't essentially end here, it merges with M1. So now A1 will become M1 from this point onwards. And as it becomes M1, I believe the road gets wider. So as you can see, now we have 4 lanes. So I have a feeling that we would have 4 lanes all the way up to Melbourne. But yeah, there'll be some patch where I'll go off M1 and onto A1. So like after Sydney, I think M1 continues inland, but A1 will go via Wollongong. So we'll be going via Wollongong there. So yeah, so now we are in M1. After going all the way around Australia, we're going back to M1. Now M1 also goes via Melbourne and all of that. That's why I know. There is another popular town called Noosa. That's exiting from here. Noosa Heads, as you can see. Sunshine Coast, Noosa, Gold Coast. These are all popular ones. So yeah, Noosa is right here. So I'm passing by Noosa right now. Speed limit on this road is 110. I am cruising at 100, so everyone is overtaking me. That's fine. The good thing is at least that we have 4 lanes over here. So I just had a lunch at the Ginger Factory Cafe. They do have like a train going around and tours and so many things going on. There is a actual factory next door as well. Yeah, but I obviously didn't have enough time to check everything out. Still need to get to Brisbane, so yeah, I just had lunch and I'm leaving now. I am what town is it? The name of the town came when I was on the way. Can't remember it now, but it will again come on the way. It's a nice stop if you are traveling between Brisbane and Sunshine Coast. You could stop here. Good place for kids as well. There are some tours for kids. First thing I could think of was Arjun, my nephew. I thought, oh, he would love it if he was over here with me. So yeah, definitely good place. The food was good as well. I had falafel and ginger beer, a non-alcoholic ginger beer. So M1 is on the left. Yeah, I came over here first. So the sundial. Now Yandana is the town. Yandina. Yeah, Yandina is the town. From here I'll get back on the A1. Now hopefully I'll stop directly at Brisbane. There are two ways to go to the accommodation I've taken in Brisbane. One, because the accommodation I have is on the other side of town, on the opposite side of where I will be entering the town. So I can go through the town, which will take me a bit longer and more distance wise, more time wise as well. But by doing that I will be able to see the city. The other is to take the toll and be a quicker way, shorter distance, but I might not be able to see the city properly. So I thought, nah, I'll go through the city. I would love to see the city while I'm there. Might as well at least cross the city. So that's the route I'm taking, which will make the journey a little bit longer, but that's okay. Time right now is 2 o'clock. I'm expecting to get to my accommodation by about more than 100 kilometers, like 105 as per this. So I think I will get there by hopefully 4 o'clock, 4:30 at the latest. If I take it easy, I might stop on the way and everything, you know. So alright, so an update. On the right hand side I just passed Aussie World. It's a theme park. I didn't know there was a theme park here. Skin thing over there. They're just drying out some skin, I think. Anyways, this side you see Australia Zoo, Glasshouse Mountain. Australia Zoo is you know, the popular crocodile hunter. I think he's the guy who owns Australia Zoo. His family now, he's already passed away. But he was Steve Edwin, I can't remember his name, but he was very, very famous. They used to call him the crocodile hunter or crocodile something. He used to play around with the crocodiles and stuff, and used to be very famous in, I think, early 1900, in the 90s, late 90s, I think, early 2000. He used to be very famous. He used to come on National Geographic or Discovery Channel or something. But that's his zoo over here. So if you're in Sunshine, most people I know who have visited Sunshine Coast would have visited the zoo. And then there is Aussie World as well, which is a big theme park. So this is the Sunshine Coast area. Now we'll be heading towards, the traffic was so bad I couldn't actually switch on the camera, I had to concentrate. Now it has lightened up just a little bit. The traffic has lightened up a little bit as we have passed Sunshine Coast. Brisbane is about 80 km from here. But yeah, it's still a lot of traffic. I haven't seen this much traffic, and particularly on this kind of speed. on motorways. This is a very busy patch, I would say. My brother-in-law, he lives in Sydney, and he said to me, Amarsi. So Amarsi said to me, and when traveling from that's tomorrow's ride, which is from Brisbane to Port Macquarie, he said that is a very busy patch. So if this is busy for me, I don't know what that will be like. I'm guessing maybe very similar to this. But the thing is, tomorrow I'm riding 550 kilometers. 550 kilometers is not a problem, but on busy road it's a bit more stressful, you know, because people are trying to overtake you. They get very close and whatnot. Sometimes they don't have enough patience. Even though I'm riding at 100 kilometers an hour, they would want you to ride at 150. Anyways, on my left hand, the vegetation has definitely changed. On my left hand side, you'll see pine trees now. There are growing pine trees as well, so it's a different region now. As we get close to Brisbane, things would obviously change a lot. But the sugarcane is gone behind us now. No more sugarcane, I think. Okay, now we've entered Moreton Bay region. So the region has changed now. Yeah, I was wondering that I can see a lot of change around me. So yeah, the region has changed as well. It's Moreton Bay region. And regarding the Australia Zoo, the person who started it, I think it's Steve Irwin, because I just saw a sign saying Steve Irwin Way. So I'm guessing it would be the same person. And yeah, just a note that today is freestyling. So I didn't pre-plan what I will be doing today, like where I'll be stopping and anything. I just left from Bundaberg, and I just said, you know what, let's see what comes. So yeah, that's how I ended up in ginger factory and all of that. Yeah, it's a little tiring now. I've got a back pain on the upper back. I didn't have these pains before. It's the first time in the whole tour. So it's like my body saying, you know what, I need a little break now. And particularly since Cairns, it's been a lot of long riding, I think. In fact, since Darwin, a lot of long riding. Cairns was not originally a stop. It wasn't in the original plan. It was decided later on. So I just passed the sign, Pacific Coastway. So Pacific Coastway still continues on this route. Now A1, which is the highway, has become M1, which is a motorway. Now when it becomes M1, instead of 2 lanes, it's changed to 4 lanes. Yeah, now we are kind of on the outer fringe of Brisbane. It says Brisbane is 25k, so if it was Melbourne 25k, you are in city for a while now. So city started a long time back. So Brisbane, I'm pretty sure I am in the city. I'm in the motorway right now, but I'm in city now. On both sides are suburbs of Brisbane. As you can see, lunatics like that, when you see that, you are definitely in the city. The left lane goes into Gold Coast Toll. I'm not taking that because like I mentioned earlier, I want to go through the city so I can see the city as I'm here. So I'll be going straight rather than taking the left. Normally I would take the left so I can quickly get to accommodation, but today, as I'm planning to go to see the city, I'll go straight.
Okay, so what we have is 198.9 is the rate, $23.11 total, and 11.62 liters. Let's go and pay for it, and I'll update once I reach the accommodation, or maybe when I pass the city center. I'm still on the other side of the city. Okay, so another 42 minutes of ride before I get to accommodation. That's mainly due to heavy traffic. I'm a little tired because my upper back is hurting a lot from like holding like this for such a long time. Honestly speaking, I have not done yoga in past 2-3 days, or maybe more, 3-4 days or more. So after I get to accommodation, first thing I'm going to do is a bit of stretching and yoga, making sure that to manage the pain, and do the same tomorrow morning before leaving. But yeah, it's definitely not cold. The weather is good, which is fantastic. It's been good like this for the whole day. I'm hoping for the same for the rest of the trip. It's only a few days away now. So this is Brisbane CBD. So this is the city, proper CBD. Oh, nice. Look at that. So this is the city. So now I'm going to get into M3, into the ramp, and onto the other side of the city. This is the one. Now we have to look for the reception for accommodation. Motel reception on the left. So motel is on the right over there, as you can see, and the reception for motel is somewhere over here. This is the motel part, that's the hotel part. Actually, motel reception is there. Yeah, clearly states. Oh, the key. Okay, looks like they've renovated this side and yet need to renovate the motel side. 5. She said it's just down on that side. Just stick this up over here. Okay, and they also have a restaurant over here. They do have vegetarian, and they have Italian, I think, Italian food. Anyways, I'm not sure if I'm really keen on eating right now. Okay, let's go to room number 5. right here. Oh, there it is, number 5. So that's good. I have parking in front. I was just worried looking at all those cars if I would find a parking for the bike. That's it. Let's go in. I might have to empty the bike because of it's a hotel and the number of the people who come in over here. Alright, let's check it out. So it's room number 5. Okay. She said the main switch is next to the bed. Anyway, so here you go. That is the room. That's the bathroom, shower, bed, table, cabinetry. Let me give a wrap up for the day. So basically, it wasn't as cold as I thought it would be. I'm here around 4 o'clock. Good timing. Starting from the top. After I left, overall 400 kilometers travel. After I left, there was a bit of roadworks on the road. I made a few stops for fuel, just for rest and to have a snack or coffee. A couple of times for fuel. I stopped at the ginger factory as well. And now I'm in Brisbane now. On the way, I thought I'll avoid using the toll and go straight into the city. Big mistake, a lot of traffic. It just took forever to get here. I could be here like an hour or two before, at least an hour back. But anyways, all good. I'm here in Brisbane now. Tomorrow is a big day as well because I've been told there's a lot of traffic on the way, but let's see what happens. Yeah, so far so good. Has been a good day. Now maybe I might just go to grab something to eat. I'm not sure. But that's it for the day. I'll basically might just rest early today, and I'm hoping to start early tomorrow morning. Today I started late, but tomorrow I think I'll start early. Anyways, day 41 is over. Now we've just got 6 days until I get to Melbourne, and then last 3 days is basically going to Tasmania and coming back. So in 6 days I would finish the loop of Australia, or call it the loop of Australia, call it the lap of Australia, circle, whatever. We'll finish. And in the following 3 days we'll go to Tasmania and back, and that would mean I would have visited every state, every capital, done almost the whole of A1, on A1 or parallel to A1, travel more than A1 for sure, and yeah, that'll be it. End of the tour pretty much. So we are getting close to it now. Anyways, I'll see you tomorrow morning.